P&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
We are live from Chaminade High School, the Activity Athletic Center. I'm Tommy Baldacchino alongside Connor Kuntz. We're bringing to you live the CHSAA Intersectional Championship between the Chaminade Flyers and the Iona Prep Gales. These two schools battled hard all season long to win their respective divisions, and now they face in the Intersectional Championship. And this is the first for these schools. This Intersectional Championship hasn't existed. This is a first where these two schools will get to play each other, champions of their divisions. Chaminade, they had an impressive performance. Talk about some of the players who led them to that.
Yeah, Chaminade, they were in a battle against the number 1 seeded Firebirds in the NSCHSAA League title game last Monday at Adelphi University, and they were led by number 5, Bobby Carboy. He was outstanding for the Flyers. He's the league MVP, and he really carried the Flyers on their back. Multiple kills, a couple of key blocks up out front, and he's a guy you got to look out for, especially if you're Iona. As for the Gales, they come into this game 22-1-1, 4 league titles in a row. CHSAA City Champs. They beat Regis 3-0 to claim the title, and they're going to be looking for their guy, Brett Muscatella, number 1, only a junior, but 6'2", leads the team in kills on average per set with 4.4. So he's a guy, again, you're looking for him on the outside, number 1. Look for him to look for a lot of kills today.
Yeah, 240 kills on the season. Muscatella, definitely expect him to be a big factor for Iona Prep during this game today. Led them to the incredible season they had. Iona Prep, they haven't lost a game on the road this season, and this is technically a neutral site, but being played at Chaminade makes it a little bit of a home court advantage for the Flyers. They're used to playing here. By Iona Prep, they were able to deal with it. They've been phenomenal on the road this season, 5-0.
And that's something we don't really talk about much. Again, technically, as you said, this technically is a neutral site game, but you look around your surroundings, this ain't neutral site. This is 100% a home game for the Flyers, so let's see if they can take advantage of that home court advantage, and they look to claim themselves their first ever intersectional title.
Let's take a quick break for the PA announcements.
Any objectionable cheers, inappropriate gestures, or unsuitable language is unacceptable. Please respect our referees, coaches, staff, and one another, and please enjoy the game. Please be aware that smoking is not permitted on school grounds. Restrooms are located behind the home basket as well as to the left of the main entrance. And now let's meet the teams. First, the New York City CHSAA champions, the Iona Prep Gales. Number 2, Ryan Costa. Number 6, Ben Caruso. Gavin Freeman. Number 3, Daniel Russo. Number 4, Matthew Montecorvo. Number 7, Jason Brea. Number 9, Luke Sacco Sanchez. Number 13, Roman Hayden. Number 16, Luca Fagiano. Number 18, David Machengo. Number 19, Liam Howard. Number 20, Chris Galanis. Number 25, Aiden Trepanotis. Number 22, Christian Lapari. Number 24, Brendan Mullen. And now the starting line for the Chaminade Flyers. Number 5, Bobby Carboy. Number 6, Colton McCurley. Number 8, Patrick Rail. Number 10, Nicholas Jacob. Number 11, Timothy O'Connor. Number 12, Ronald Brenda. Number 15, Nicholas Guido. Number 23, Christian Shaw. Number 25, Thomas Briggs. And number 26, Brady Reese. The head coach of the Flyers is Sal Trenicott. The assistant coaches are Peter Duvan and Sebastian Agosti. The officer is Andy Intergearing. The down official is Jerome Best. The line officials are Jim Stewart and Joe also. And the scoring officials are Loretta Robitaille and Terry Weston. And now, it's game time!
We are back for the CHSAA Intersectional Championship between Chaminade and Iona Prep. Teams shake hands as we're just about ready to go. These two teams battled all season long to get to this point today. Connor, how does that factor into this game in terms of intensity?
I mean, Chaminade and Iona Prep, they both came off just a few days ago. They barely have any rest, especially for Chaminade's case. They played last Monday in a grueling 5-game set, only 1 day of rest, and that was yesterday. Again, you still have to practice, got to watch film against this Gales team. But both these teams are ready. They're the top 2 dogs in varsity volleyball in the state of New York for a reason. This should be a battle of a game. Iona and Chaminade can't really get much better than this.
Yeah, absolutely. And Iona, what an incredible season for them. 22-1-1, and in their own league, 10-0. Undefeated in league play. An incredible season, but this is the thing, Connor. This isn't league play.
Nah, these are the playoffs. Anything can happen in these playoffs, but they've strolled through so far. Only 1 loss, and it was to an out-of-conference opponent, Lincoln Sudbury. They haven't lost at all these playoffs. They've dominated multiple games. They've swept multiple games, but they got a challenge ahead of them. This will be one of the better teams they play all season in Chaminade. But if there's one thing this Gales team has shown is they're not afraid of anybody.
The excitement in this building being shown, the teammates high-fiving one another before the game, getting ready. First serve is going to be Iona's. It will be David Yang to serve the setter.
Always the first set, especially the first point, always important. You want to get off with strong momentum. This will be an important. See if Yang can capitalize as they have the serving rights first.
Serve is up in the air. Guido sets it up for Shaw, but it gets blocked. Good point early. Kabuzzi with the block and the point. It's 1-0 Iona.
Kabuzzi, 23 blocks on the year, make it 24. He gets his first block of the game and gets the first point for the Gales.
Yang takes a few dribbles, steps and serves. Here's a set by Gato once more. Prince goes over with it. Dug by Yang. Set up now. Kill. Christoph Spellin gets his 234th kill of the season.
How about that from Spellin? Took a little bit of power off that, went for some spin, and Chaminade's blockers couldn't control it. Then Guido was the last guy behind, and he also couldn't control it. So an early 2-0 lead for the Gales.
Yang's third serve in the air. McCurley taps it up. Guido sets. Shaw floats one over. Here's a set by Yang. And Rail can't dig it out after the tap by Kabuzzi over the net. Didn't put too much power on that, just kind of floated it over. Rail couldn't quite get to it. Yang to serve. Shaw with the dig. Guido sets. Carboy goes for the tap, gets blocked. Back on Chaminade's side. Here's the third shot over by Shaw. Gets it over. Here's a set by David Yang. And Spellin tried to get it over, but a block. And Chaminade gets there. Oh, excuse me, block went out. And Iona will take a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, Shaw with that block, trying to nick that bottom corner. Goes out of bounds, and Iona Prep off to a really good start. 4-0 lead in this first set.
Set by Guido. Prince goes for the spike, and it's blocked by Kabuzzi. Showing his blocking skills early. Another one for him right there. It's 5-0 Iona Prep.
I mean, Iona Prep showing why, they can hang with some of these Long Island kids. They're showing it right now. 5-0, 5 straight points as Kabuzzi gets his second block of the game.
The serve is over. Shaw taps it over, but he hit the net. So Iona Prep takes a 6-0 lead. They're looking to ride this momentum for as long as possible. They've got the advantage. And Chaminade's going to take a timeout here to talk things over, to try to get back in the groove as they trail by 6.
Quite possibly the worst case scenario, the worst start you can have if you're the Flyers. First, you lose the serving rights on the coin toss, so you're going to have to defend first. And then after that, it seems it's just Iona Prep's just more ready. They're more loose. They're ready to go. You can probably tell they're probably the more rested team. Chaminade, again, they had to go through a tough Kellenberg team on Monday, so not a lot of rest for these Flyers. But Iona, they had to make the trip from New Rochelle, coming down, playing in Chaminade's home court, but they are dominating the Flyers right now. No real weakness so far. Yang still with the serving rights. 6-0 lead for Iona Prep. Chaminade's got to figure out something fast. Kabuzzi already with 2 blocks on the day in this first set. And if they're not careful, this game can get out of hand quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see if Iona can continue their streak of points. As Yang with his 7th serve. Rail sets it to the front row as Prince backhands it over, but it goes too far, and it goes out. Iona Prep takes a 7-0 lead.
And Iona Prep, they can attack, but they can also play defensively and let the other team make the mistakes. That's what they do there. Prince just tries to get it over that's all he can really do. Can't really get much power, but goes way too far. 7-0 lead for the Gales. Yang
on the serve. Guido sets it for Prince. Goes over. Didn't get over. It hits his net. Stays in. It's 8-0 Iona.
It's clear that Iona Prep's coming in with a lot of confidence. Chaminade down 8-0. Maybe don't have as much confidence, so you got to look to get that back soon.
Rail with the set from the back row. Guido in the middle. Hits it over. Set by Yang. Here's the spike by Spellin, and he finds open ground. It's 9-0.
A well-oiled machine are the Gales. That time it's Spellin, the outside hitter, with a kill. 9-0 Iona in this first set. Chaminade hasn't gained a point. Yang still on the serving rights for the Gales.
Yang with his 10th serve. Dug by Rail. Here's a set by Guido. Rail's going to come back into the front row to get that over. Yang sets it for Iona. A light tap by Muscatella. Finds open ground. A little bit of a campfire there. Multiple Chaminade players surrounding that ball as it dropped. 10-0. Iona establishing the dominance early. Yang on the serve, gets it over. Rail with the back row set. Carboy goes in. Spike it, but it goes just out of bounds. Very close to sneaking in that right far corner.
Yeah, Chaminade's had a tough time really controlling the Yang serves. When you're trying to set and dig that ball, if it's not a great return, then that can create all sorts of chaos on the back end. You really can't get a play set up. As you see there, just having a tough time controlling the return leads a setup for Iona.
Here's a spike, but did he hit the net? He did. Chaminade gets their first point. It was a great spike by Spellin, but he just made contact with the net. Saw his disappointment. Came in with authority. Hit that ball down right after he realizes that he hit the net. Serving rights finally goes to Chaminade after an 11-point stretch by Iona Prep. Impressive work out of the gate. Now Chaminade gets their first chance on the serve. Nick Jacob gets it over. And a let serve works out perfectly. Spellin couldn't get to it as it hit the net before it went over. Couldn't handle it. It's 11-2 Chaminade, or excuse me, Iona Prep as Chaminade is serving. Yang sets and a spike. Spellin. Impressive work early on.
Wasn't really even a spike. He just got so high, he got those fingertips and just sent it down. No chance for Chaminade. One of the things that Iona Prep's been doing so well is their accuracy. They can combine the power with the accuracy, get it into spots where that Chaminade defense is nowhere to be found. It's why they won on an 11-1 run, 11-0 run really, at the start of this game. It's why they're up by 10 in this first set.
Spellin serves for Iona. Prince goes over, tries to get a power alley in the back row there, but it goes too far, and Iona Prep gets their 13th point. It's 13-2.
Chaminade a little too tight right now. Not as loose as you really want them to be. Iona Prep, the complete opposite. They're loose, they're feeling it.
Dig by Rail. Jacob sets it up for Renda, who floats it over the front blockers to Boozy and Vega. Chaminade gets their third point, 13-3.
Perfect amount of height there on the little tap by Renda. And sometimes it's all you need, just get it enough over the blockers and you just pray that no one's behind the blockers. Luckily for Chaminade, there's no support on that Iona Prep defense.
Carboy with the serve. Whistle blown during Iona's possession. It's going to be Chaminade's point.
Give you a violation on the Gales. But again, Chaminade, sometimes when you're down by a lot, all you need is a few to get things going. Carboy, probably one of the best servers on this Chaminade team. He really knows how to hit it low, and he can rip it if he can get past that net.
Carboy serves it over. Yang sets up. Hit by Spellin. Chaminade over with it as Renda floats it too far to the right. It goes out, and Iona takes a 14-4 lead.
Even if the spike is blocked, as Prince does a good job with the block, it's still just so powerful. Just again, it creates chaos in the defense. You get out of position, you don't know where to hit the ball. Chaminade gets a little break there as Gabuzi's serve hits the netting. But as I was saying, when that spike comes and it's just so powerful that you really can't control it, then that's when everything just starts to get loose and no one's in the right position, and mental mistakes like that can happen.
And Rail's serve is too low. So back-to-back failed serve attempts make it 15-5. Gales in the lead.
Chaminade, they are known for going on these little hot streak runs. We saw that in the games against Holy Trinity and Kellenberg, but Iona Prep showing, again, not really showing any weaknesses. If there's one weakness, I mean, it might be serves right now, as it was number 8, Jacob Chu, with the miss hit on the serve. But Chaminade's got to clean up their defense. They got to be able to control the Gale serves and spikes. If they can do that, then, I mean, they're a league champ for a reason.
Renda with a little topspin on that serve. Gets it over. Yang sets it. Iona gets it over with Spellin. Here's a tap by O'Connor. Set by Yang. And a block by Reese. But it goes out. Iona Prep takes a 16-6, 10-point lead here in the Activity Athletic Center early on.
Great save by Chu. Gets on the floor. Has got a stretch for that one. Gets the save, and then again, it's a good block by Reese, but sometimes all you got to do is angle that spike, and if it does get blocked, it'll go out of bounds. So 10-point lead for the Gales, and again, they don't really seem to be slowing down. They have put their foot on the gas pedal and haven't pressed break once.
They've stayed consistent throughout. They lead by 10 because of that. Serve over by Muscatella. O'Connor goes over, gets blocked by Spellin. Spellin continues his impressive performance in this one, 17-6 Iona.
Gales just dominating that net front presence. The spikes and the blocks have all been producing right now for Iona Prep.
And that serve hits the net. Serving rights goes back to Chaminade at 17-7.
Muscatello, he wanted to go low, and if it got over that net, that would have been ripped low, and it would have been hard for Chaminade to return, but it does hit the net and gives serving rights back to Chaminade.
Tim O'Connor to serve. Lower serve, dug by Spellin, set by Yang. Back to Spellin. His kill attempt gets blocked by Reese, and Chaminade gets their 8th point.
Brady Reese is a guy that Chaminade needs to get going early if they want a chance in this game. He got off to a little bit of a late start against the game against Kellenberg, but right now down by 9. You kind of need him to get activated soon.
O'Connor's serve hits the net, 18-8 Iona Prep. Serving will be Ryan Costa. Set by Guido in the back row. McCurley gets it over. Set by Yang. Spellin with the spike. Finds room on the right side. 19-8. The Gales leading.
It's just so powerful and so accurate as well. It goes cross court, kind of nicks that sideline. No one for Chaminade could even have a chance on that kill from Spellin.
Rail with the back row set. Carboy goes over with the backhand. Yang sets it up, and Muscatella gets it over. Carboy tried to defend it, spins off of his fingertips, and out. The Gales get another kill. It's 20-18, or 20-8. Guido with a set. Reese with the spike, and it's unable to be handled by Ryan Costa. 20-9.
Reese, one of the captains of this Flyers team. He shows why right there. Gets it perfectly down. Costa trying to go with the save. Was able to get that ball dug, but just goes backwards, and it's a point for Chaminade.
Set by Yang. Spellin with a spike. Right side finds room. It's 21-9 in set 1.
Wash, rinse, repeat. Or rinse, yeah, something like that. It's something that Spellin has done all season long. Outside hitter, he'll go cross court on that right side. Just dominant so far from the senior.
Yang back to serve, too far. So Yang, who went on that tremendous run early to start off with 11 straight points for Iona, this time his serve flies too long and out.
And if Chaminade wants a chance in this set, this is where they need to go on that big hot streak run with Jacob with the serves. Because as we know, Iona Prep, they have dominated the upfront presence and have dominated as well in the serving game.
Yang sets it, and Kabuzzi delivers, spiking it to the back left corner. Terrific spike there. 22-10.
This Iona Prep team, well-oiled machine. You can see everyone's in the right place at the right time, and then it's Nate Kabuzzi with authority on the kill.
Dig by McCurley, set by Carboy, and Renda gets it over. Dig by Costa. Muscatella sets it for Spellin, who gets it over. Jacob now is set for Chaminade, and Renda tries to get it over. It's blocked by Vega. 23-10, Iona Prep with a commanding lead in set number 1.
Iona Prep, they came down to Long Island looking for a title and looking to make quick work of these Flyers. Again, it's the net front presence of Iona that's been really dominating this game so far.
Jacob sets it for Renda, who floats one over. Set by Yang and a spike by Muscatella. Iona Prep, 24-10.
It's just so quick, so fast, and so accurate that no chance for McCurley and Rail to even get close to that. Just a downward forward, doesn't really have much spin to it. It's just all power. You see that from that serve. It's just, again, it's so fast and so quick and powerful that ends the set. An ace from Spellin, just completely dominant.
Man, that serve looked to be flying as fast as a tennis ball would.
I mean, really, what can you do there? How do you even try to return that? You really can't. Spellin, he gets it so high. He's able himself to get a much height with this vertical, and then it's just ripped. It's low. It's powerful. There's really nothing you could do except pray that you can somehow dig and return it. But as you saw in that set, 25-10, first set lead for Iona Prep. And they have been dominant so far. Again, they've dominated the serve game, getting Chaminade on their back foot, getting them pretty loose. And it's just, again, full-on dominance so far from Iona Prep.
Yeah, 25-10 win in set number 1 there. And, I mean, that serve at the end there, to have a serve like that with, on the last point of the set, incredible, right? There's nothing you want to do, no messing around, just says, hey, I'm going to hit one hard to Chaminade, and they're not going to be able to defend it. And it was just too easy for Iona Prep.
I mean, if you had to show one play to describe that set, it would be that serve. Powerful, low, and dominant. That's exactly what Iona Prep did in that first set, 25-10. And they're looking to sweep this set. They want to go home. They want to go back to New Rochelle. It's a school night for some of these kids. But, again, they want to make this quick. And if they continue to play like this, then I don't really see how Chaminade's going to have to change something fast in order to stay alive in this intersectional title game.
Chaminade's a team that has had the tendency to be able to rebound from bad starts. We'll see if they can do it in this one. They'll need to. As we mentioned many times just how dominant Iona Prep was in that first set.
You don't have 22 wins for no reason, especially with the amount of games you play against the competition you play. City Ball, it's no joke. And they came down to Long Island and showed why City Ball is the more established, the more well-proven so far in this first set. Again, things can change. Maybe Coach Trent Acosta, Coach Dubon, for Chaminade, change something up, maybe go with a new defense. Again, just try to do something different to, one, return these serves, and two, get an upfront presence on the net, because right now Iona Prep has been dominant in those two scenarios.
Yeah, just another thing, like you touched on it slightly, this is more than just Chaminade versus Iona. This is Nassau and Suffolk versus the city. And Iona Prep is looking to represent New York City in a big way here. Set number 2 about to begin. We'll see if Chaminade can rebound.
It's going to be interesting to see how Chaminade rebounds and they deal with a guy like Christoph Spellin, already with multiple kills in this game, 4 kills to be exact. He's the leader in kills between both squads. And he's really the upfront presence that Chaminade doesn't necessarily have. He's powerful, and one thing he's done is it's powerful and it's accurate. He goes cross-court almost every single time, tries to nick that right side. So if you're Chaminade, you got to figure out how to stop number 10 in the red and black. Otherwise, it's going to be a long but a quick day at the office.
Chaminade will be the first to serve in the second set. It'll be Nick Jacob.
Need to establish something early if you're Chaminade. A great chance here of be getting a first point.
Spellin gets it over with the let. Hits the net, goes over. I guess a let is more of a serve term, but you get the idea. Hits the net, throws off the Flyers, and finds open ground. 1-0 Iona Prep.
That's tough for Chaminade. He thought he might have had something with Iona Prep a little bit out of sorts, but Spellin just gets it over, hits the net. No chance for Chaminade to recover.
Nick Jacob on the set. Carboy tries to tap it over, but it hits the net. And it's 2-0 Iona Prep here in set number 2.
Too many mistakes so far by Chaminade in this game. You see there, Carboy tried to get over, but it almost slips, and it goes straight into the netting.
Serve goes too far. Great judgment by Patrick Rail, the libero, letting that fly. Goes over the white line, and Chaminade gets their first point of set number 2.
That's one of Rail's best abilities as a libero. His awareness and IQ is bar none. That ball maybe an inch or two away from the line, but he knows he's been in that situation before. He lets that ball go out, and it gives Chaminade the serving rights.
Set by Yang. Spellin gets it over on the spike. A nice dig by Carboy. Yang another set, and this time it's Kabuzzi with the spike, and it finds open ground. 3-1, Iona Prep.
Chaminade leaving that middle open, and it's just easy pickings for Iona Prep. Kabuzzi does get a little nick off the net, which certainly helps with the direction. But still, Chaminade's defense hasn't been up to the standard they're used to, and Iona Prep is taking advantage of it.
Spellin with the top spin serve. Now Chaminade gets it over. It's Carboy. Set by Yang for Iona Prep, and Muscatella with the spike in the back row. 4-1 Iona Prep in set 2.
I mean, that's just nasty from Brett Muscatella. Almost had a bit of topspin on that spike. Topspin got over and landed perfectly on the back line for an easy kill.
This time, the serve by Spellin, a little too much topspin. Hits the net. It's 4-2. Rail with the serve. Set by Yang. And Longsworth gets it over and gets the point.
Again, it's just power. That's what's been the difference maker. Iona, they've got the right neck technique to get as much power as possible. Even if it is somewhat blocked, you still got to be able to return, and that's been the problem for Chaminade.
Served by Kabuzzi. Jacob sets it up for Chaminade. Renda comes in. It gets blocked by Muscatella. Excuse me, it actually got over the net and just snuck right down. Interesting play there. Looked like it got blocked for a second, but Chaminade gets their third point of the second set. Renda with the serve for the Flyers. Nice play off the net by Yang. And it's over with by Longsworth. Back to Iona Prep. Spellin digs. Set up for Muscatella, who gets it over and gets the point.
Key block there from Longsworth on O'Connor. Gets Iona Prep a chance to set up their offense. And it's another spike, another chance for Chaminade to get the block. They've been able to get contact on these blocks. But it's just so, again, it's so powerful that it goes in a wild direction that Renda's not able to control and try to make the save on. So 6-3 the score after 9 points, or 9 rallies I should say, as Iona Prep with the serving rights.
Shu gets it over. Here's a set by Reese. Shaw pushes it over. Yang gets it over, but Shaw gets it right back. Good play by Chaminade. It's 6-4 in set 2.
You can see a little trickery that David Yang, who was trying to pull off, was going to go for the set, but just pushed it right over, and Shaw says, you know what? I can do that too. He was looking to set it, and he just a little love tap over, gets Chaminade the point.
O'Connor after the serve. Yang sets it up, and Muscatella finds the left side. Goes in 7-4.
Again, it's just in the perfect spot, just over the fingertips of Reese and Shaw was the kill from Muscatella, and then no one around. No chance really for Chaminade to try and return that kill.
Muscatella, after the impressive spike, will be the one to serve. It's it over. It's dug by Rail. Guido sets. Reese taps it over. Saved by Yang. Now Spellin goes over with it. Guido with the dig. Set by Rail. Carboy tried to get it over. Didn't get great contact on the ball. And it falls well short of the net. 8-4 the score. Iona Prep leads in set number 2.
As I mentioned, just too many mistakes so far from Chaminade that have again to Iona Prep 3 easy points.
Guido sets it, and Reese spikes it down, not even with too much power, just great placement on that Makes it 8-5, and Chaminade gets serving rights.
A great dig, a great set, and it's a perfect tap over by Reese. Something that Chaminade desperately needed was that point.
And Iona Prep goes straight over with Spellin. Serves up a cookie for Christian Shaw. It's 8-6. Chaminade back-to-back points, looking to ride the momentum.
You see Reese feeling the fans. You can tell Chaminade, they need one of those runs. Got to get a big lead, but there's a great chance by Spellin.
Wow. Spellin spikes it. Reese couldn't control it.
I mean, Reese is a tall, big guy, one of the bigger guys on the team. That knocked him off his feet. Just shows the power of really Spellin this entire Gales team. As we mentioned so many times throughout this broadcast, there'll be a point to the Gales.
Costa gets it over on the serve. Here's a set by Cardboard. Guido gets it over. Yang sets up, and Kabuzzi delivers. Just a spike.
The vertical just so high from Kabuzzi, and it's so up that when you get enough height and you send it back down, when you have enough room to spare, it's just too powerful, too much downward force. And again, just really no chance for Chaminade to be able to return it.
Guido sets it, and Carboy gets it over lightly. Yang gets it back over for Iona Prep. Guido sets up, Shaw gets it over. Costa with this dig, set by Yang, and Spellin gets it over. So Chaminade trailing by 5, it's 11-6.
Again, another case of just too much power from Spellin for Shaw to be able to handle of Chaminade.
The dig goes too far, and Kabuzzi gets set up perfectly. Just spikes it down. It's 12-6.
Gift wrapped for Kabuzzi. Won't get an easier kill than that. Again, the serve causing trouble for Chaminade. Perfect set for Kabuzzi to hammer it down.
McCurley can't handle that serve, an ace for Costa. 13-6, the score. Iona Prep leads it in set number 2. They have a 1-0 set lead, and a timeout will be called.
Chaminade, again, it's a little bit out of sorts. They really don't know if they've been taken off guard, but they're definitely maybe weren't expecting as much power and the ability from these Gales. Just so dominant so far by Iona Prep. And again, it just goes to show, you know, maybe you don't overlook a 22-1-1 record by Iona Prep. 5 straight wins on the year so far, looking to make it 6 in this intersectional championship game. As you see Coach Dubon telling his guys, lean over with your arms, don't go straight up. That's how things get deflected. And one of the skills you gotta have when you're trying to do that is you make sure you can't touch the net. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Chaminade can respond from this timeout. Can they bring themselves back down? Can they calm themselves down? Because right now it seems as if Iona Prep could be running away with this set and potentially with this title game.
We'll see if Chaminade goes down 2 sets. You have to think that puts a lot of pressure on them in those next 3 to come. So they're looking to get a set here. They trail by 7. They're going to need to go on a run. Costa with the serve. Dig by Rails. Set for Prince. Gets it over. Yang sets it up. Pushed over by Muscatella. Chaminade tries to get it over. It's Carboy, but his hit hits the net. 14-6. Iona Prep, the commanding lead in set number 2. Costa with the serve. Set by Guido. Here comes Shaw. Gets it over. It gets blocked by Kabuzzi. And Prince can't get it over. Hits it too short. Good fake by Kabuzzi to pretend like it got over. He jumped up like he was going to block it. It fooled Prince thinking that it got over. 15-6. The score. That serve goes too far from Costa. Costa had a nice little run as the server. But serving rights go back to the Flyers. It's 15-7.
This is where Chaminade, again, when you have the serving rights and you have the possession where you can go in the attack first, this is where you really need to make your mark, make it known that, we're not giving up yet. We're not going to go down without a fight. So this is a big spot for Nicholas Jacob. Only a freshman, but he's proved himself all year long.
Set by Yang, and Spellin with a spike. Rail couldn't handle it. 16-7 the score.
8 kills on the day so far for Christoph Spellin, showing why he's one of the best players in the entire state of New York. Over 240 kills on the year for number 10.
Jacob sets, and Carboy with the spike.
That's what Carboy has shown all year long. Loves that little outside hit and tries to go cross court if possible. Does so there. Costa couldn't get there fast enough. And now Carboy will be rewarded with the serving rights. And this is where Carboy can really take over games for Chaminade with his serves. He has been one of Chaminade's best servers this year. See if he can start a little hot streak for the Flyers.
Carboy with the topspin serve. Over with by Spellin. Chaminade goes straight back, and Spellin another spike, and a terrific save by Carboy getting it over the net. There's a spike down, it gets past, and Carboy digs it. O'Connor with a tap over the net. Set by Yang. Spellin gets it over, a good save by Renda. Prince sets it up. Rail goes over with the side arms. Goes too far. It's 17-8.
Great rally from the two teams, and that's kind of, they lost the point, but Chaminade, now they know it's like, okay, maybe we can control the power, but that's the problem. You're going to have to really work for every single point, and even then you might not be rewarded, as Iona Prep can just shut the door right on you.
Spellin serves. The dig goes too far, and Muscatella taps it down. 18-8 the score. Iona Prep.
Pretty sure we haven't said one critical thing about Iona Prep so far. They are playing perfect volleyball right now, and they're playing it at their best time.
Jacob sets it up for O'Connor. His spike attempt gets blocked. It's back to Chaminade's direction. Jacob sets it for Carboy, who tries to go over, but it gets blocked once more.
Muscatella getting up there, sends it right back at Carboy. And again, it's just been complete dominance so far from the Gales. Up 19-8 in the second set, looking to make it 2-0 in sets.
Serve by Spellin gets over. Renda goes over with it, but it's too far to the right, goes out of bounds. 20-8 the score, Iona Prep.
You can feel some of the, maybe it's a combination of nerves, tiredness, lack of confidence, maybe a combination of all three, but Chaminade not playing their best game so far. Gives a free gift for Muscatella right there. 20-8. The Gales are steamrolling the Flyers in their own building.
Muscatella hit the net on that one. Point goes awarded to Chaminade. It's 20-9 now.
Good shout out there. Muscatella thought he had the point. Referees say he hits the netting. So, again, still, it's big for Chaminade. You gotta really go on one of these hot streak ones. You gotta earn every single point.
There's a spike attempt, gets over and works. Great job there by Longsworth.
And that's a situation where Chaminade, their blockers, they just go straight up, and that's where they just fall straight down compared to when you have your arms kind of hanging a little bit, where you can try to get that set back.
Rail goes straight over on the dig. Now Reese tries to get it over, but it hits the net, goes too short. 22-9, Iona Prep in the lead in set two.
Again, just miscommunication from Jacob and Reese, and definitely a little bit of frustration shown so far, as we've seen from Chaminade.
Jacob sets for Reese, who goes down with power on the spike. 22-10.
That's what Reese needs right there. He needs one of those kills to get back in this game. You can see he's trying to fire up his team. And you can see Chaminade a little bit depleted on the energy. They did go through a battle 2 days ago against Kellenberg in a very emotional game that they may have nothing left for the Gales.
Muscatella gets that over, and Carboy can't control it. Goes out of bounds off of Carboy. 23-10, the Gales in the lead.
No sign of slowing down by Iona Prep. And they can try to close it out with 2 straight points to take the second set. They're looking to make a quick trip down here on Long Island.
Jacob Chu to serve. A low serve gets over. Guido sets it for Reese, who taps it over. As Yang goes straight over, pretending to set. Does that move again that you talked about earlier, and it works out, confuses Reese, and falls to the floor. It's 24-10.
At first you don't succeed, you try it again and again until you get it. It only takes Yang his second try for it to work. As that serve from Chu, a little too fast and low as it goes out of bounds. You can see Reese showing a little bit of frustration, saying like, what am I supposed to do? I can't really do anything about that. So Chaminade, again, they're clear, a little bit frustrated, getting dominated so far. Not really had any sort of chance in this game against the Gales.
O'Connor goes over with the serve. Yang sets it up for Spellin, gets it over, dug by Rail. Here's a set by Guido. O'Connor with a spike with authority there. It's 24-12.
Now Chaminade, you can tell they're all business right now. O'Connor gets a little bit fired up after he gets his first kill of this game.
Set point for Iona. Can they close it out in set 2? And O'Connor's serve goes too far, and that's the end of set number 2. The Gales take a 2-set lead with a 25-12 set win.
Similar to that first set, really was the Gales getting out to a big lead and then not slowing down anytime soon. So 1 set away from becoming the first ever intersectional champions.
We'll take a quick break as we'll be back where Iona Prep tries to sweep Chaminade in the intersectional championship.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time. Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
We are back for the CHSAA Intersectional Championship. Tommy Baldacchino and Connor Kuntz with you. Set number 3 approaching. Iona Prep's been dominant in this one so far. Connor, who has been the difference maker for them during this match?
You know, you say who's been the difference maker, and really talking about one guy, but there's been multiple guys for this Gales team. You can obviously start with Christoph Spellin. 8 kills on the day, leads the game in kills for either squad. And really, he has been the difference maker for Iona Prep. You only said one guy, but You can mention Kabuzzi, Muscatella, Costa, Chu, Yang. There's been so many contributors to this Iona Prep team that Chaminade really just hasn't been able to keep up with them. And they're one set away from claiming that intersectional championship.
Let's see if they can do it. It'll be Yang to start it off with serving rights. Curley digs it. Set by Gatto, and Carboy with authority goes down, but it goes too far to the right and out of bounds. Iona Prep takes a 1-0 lead in set 3.
Yeah, for Chaminade, you really wanted to get that first point. You wanted to start with a Carboy kill. Goes a little too long, goes out of bounds, and now serving right still with Iona Prep.
Dug by Carboy, set by Gatto, back over by Carboy. Here's a set by Yang for Kabuzzi, who gets it over and gets the kill. It's 2-0 Iona Prep.
Yeah, you can see Rail is a little frustrated with himself. He thought he could have got that, but really, again, it's just too accurate for Chaminade to handle. Combine that with the power. It's a recipe for success for the Gales.
Yang gets it over. Gatto sets it up for Prince. Too far to the left on that kill attempt. Goes out, and Iona Prep leads at 3-0 in set number 3.
Prince, you see, really just running in a circle, then try to go for that back far corner. But again, too long as McCurley can't handle. It's an ace.
A miss hit by McCurley on that one. 4-0 Iona Prep. Serves over by Yang. Gatto sets it, but he hits the net on the set attempt. 5-0 Iona Prep. 5 straight to start set number 3. Just looking like how they performed in set 1. We saw Yang start with serving rights, and he was dominant, getting 11 points in a row. This time to start off 5 points in a row. Let's see if they can continue it. No, they can't. The announcer's jinx, ladies and gentlemen. As Yang hits the net there, it's 5-1. Chaminade now with the chance to serve. Let's see if they can get back in this one.
But you mentioned the serving of Iona Prep. And again, sometimes it's not powerful. I mean, it is powerful when you talk about guys like Spell, but even Yang, he doesn't really have much power, but he can create that spin that can cause so much chaos in the back line and the front line where the defense is all out of sorts, out of position, and it leads to things like that. And another Spell and kill, as it's now 6-1 Iona Prep.
What a spike by Spellin. Yang, he's been amazing at setting people up. People like Spellin, Kabuzzi, Muscatella too. As Yang came into this match with 524 assists on the year. Very impressive stuff out of him. So now Renda goes over with that one. Too far to the left. Iona Prep gets their 7th point of the set, 7-1.
This is a situation that Chaminade really hasn't been in all year. They're getting dominated. There's no question about it. There's no way to sugarcoat it. They're getting, I'm trying to find a nice way to put it, but it's been just an outstanding performance so far by Iona Prep, and they really, again, haven't shown signs of slowing down.
Muscatella with the spike. After the set from Yang, Muscatella finds the middle. Nobody was there. Drops in open ground, 8-1 Iona Prep. Now to serve will be Christoph Spellin. Powerful serve there, dug by Rail. Jacob sets it up. O'Connor goes over with it. A violation called. Iona Prep gets the point, 9-1. The score in set number 3.
Chaminade, we're in the 3rd set, and they still really haven't gotten their feet in the water yet. Well, Iona Prep, they've been in it for a while. You can really say they've been in it since the start of the year. Just a well-oiled machine. Renda able to get something for Chaminade. And you kind of wonder, where's the hot streak going to come from Chaminade? You're down by 7. You got to show some sorts of life. Otherwise, Iona Prep will take advantage of the lack of energy and once again go on those 7 to 8, maybe even 10-point runs that they've been known to go on.
Carboy to serve for the Flyers. It's dug by Costa, set by Yang. It's blocked after the spike attempt from Muscatella, so it's back to Iona. Another block by Chaminade. O'Connor and Prince playing well. But Double hit is called on Iona. Chaminade gets their third point of the set. It's 9-3.
For Chaminade to win this game, they need to fight for every point like their life depends on it. They got to battle. They got to just be more survival of the fittest, really. You got to see from Chaminade if they want a chance to stay in this game.
Yang sets it up, and it's spiked down by Spellin.
Yeah, it was blocked off the blockers of Chaminade, but again, it's just too powerful. It's really all it is. Not really much that Chaminade could do, except maybe you just tell the kid to get taller, maybe to get some fingertips, but Spellin does a great job of executing both power and accuracy on his kill attempts.
O'Connor goes over with it on the third hit, goes too far. 11-3, Iona Prep in the lead.
Iona Prep showing why they had contracts. They don't get paid by the hour. They're trying to make this game quick and easy, and they're doing so right now, up by 8 in this intersectional title game.
Rail with the back row set. Renda goes over with it. Yang sets it up for Muscatella. Gets blocked by Prince. An incredible point there for Chaminade. 11-4, Iona Prep leads by 7 in set number 3.
Good job from Prince and Renda working as a duo. Both get up, both strong with the block. Sends it the other way. No one in the vicinity for Iona Prep to return that block.
Rail with a knuckler serve. Yang sets it up, and Muscatella spikes it down. 12-4 the score in set number 3.
I mean, again, what really can you do about that otherwise except block it? Because if Chaminade's able to block it, again, it's powerful, but it's accurate. And that's been the case all day long for the Gales.
Jacob sets it for O'Connor. Top spin goes over. Muscatella with the spike. Carboy couldn't control it. 13-4 the score in this one. Set number 3. Iona Prep with a 2-set lead, looking to close it out.
And one thing you don't see really from these kill attempts is it doesn't go right at Chaminade. It always goes right in front. That ball goes out of bounds from O'Connor, but as I mentioned, the spikes you see from Spellin, from Muscatella, from Kabuzzi, they're right in front of guys like Carboy and Rail that they have that you really can't dig out unless you get on the floor and dive for it. So it's been the case all day long, is why Iona Prep has had so much success in this game.
Carboy goes over on the third hit. Here's a set by Yang. Muscatella goes over with it, blocked by Reese. Back to Iona Prep. Yang with the set. Muscatella taps it over, set by Reese. O'Connor over with it, and it just floats in that back left corner. Terrific play. It's 14-5. Now Chaminade trailing by 9 in set 3.
A little perfect medium hit, you would say, by O'Connor. It's not a tap, it's not a spike, but it's just enough to get enough spin, a little top spin over that ball, high enough where it kind of just dips down in that sweet spot.
Renda serves. Here's the set by Yang. Spellin gets it over. Now O'Connor goes over with it, gets blocked. Back to Chaminade. Jacob sets. O'Connor goes over with it. It's saved by Chu. Muscatella gets it over. Set by Jacob. Reese deceivingly taps it over. Iona Prep. Set by Yang. Muscatella. There's a double hit that was called.
Chaminade starting to feel himself now. Reese starting to get some energy back in him. O'Connor certainly has had himself a pretty good set. And again, this is where Chaminade kind of really need to start going on those runs, those 4 or 5 point runs where you can get yourself back in the set and give yourself even just a slight chance to keep your season alive.
Renda with the serve. Muscatella somehow able to get it over, but it goes out of bounds. Chaminade gets back-to-back points now.
Keep this energy going, keep the momentum going, keep the energy up if you're Chaminade. So the last thing you want to do is give Iona Prep the serving rights right back.
Renda gets it over. Set by Yang. Muscatella goes over with it and gets the point for the Gales. 15-7 in set number 3.
Reese and Jacobs a little too slow to react there. That Muscatella was already starting to hit that ball just when Reese and Jing were going up to try to block it. So, again, not really much you could do if you're Chaminade there.
Serve is over. O'Connor taps it. Now Guido sets it up for Shaw. Hits it to the back row, and Chaminade gets a point there. 15-8.
There's really the one mental mistake we've seen so far from the Gales. A little miscommunication by Spelling and Costa. You kind of both say, I got it, but you know, who's really got it there is Costa and Spelling. Both missed that ball, and it's a point for the Flyers.
O'Connor with the hard serve over. Yang sets it up, and a beautiful spike by Castiglio.
And there's the benefit of that little sneaky hit over that Yang does. He gets Chaminade, their front net blockers, to jump early, so when he actually does set it for Spelling, there's no one there to block, and that's where Spelling can really do his damage as Costa's serve is out of bounds. 16-9 the score, and Chaminade has the serving rights with Brady Reese set to serve.
Chaminade inching back into this one in set 3. They're still trailing by 7. Let's see if they can come back. Scatella, Yang sets it up for Spellin, who gets it over. O'Connor tries to go over it, gets blocked. Kabuzzi showing his ability to block once more again. It's 17-9 Iona Prep.
I mean, he sent it right back. O'Connor didn't even have a chance as he was hitting that ball. Kabuzzi was just right there to meet him, and you can see even his own teammates were like, holy cow. Just again, it's just been dominant so far. Every situation, Iona Prep has been the better team in that scenario.
O'Connor with the dig. Guido sets it up for Shaw, who goes over with it. Yang comes in with the set. Tapped over by Kabuzzi. Now Guido sets it up for Carboy, goes over with it, but he goes over with it and gets the point for Chaminade. 17-10.
Violation on Iona Prep. Seems as if they touched the net on that Carboy kill attempt. So Chaminade down by 7. They could go on these little hot runs. They did so in the Holy Trinity game in the semifinals, and they did so in the league title game against Kellenberg. But Iona Prep has been a different beast compared to what Chaminade has had to play this year.
Yang sets it for Spellin. But that set went a little too far, and Carboy just spiked it down.
I mean, is there a thing such as a snatch block in volleyball? Because Carboy just did that, almost grabbed that ball and sent it right back down onto the Iona Prep side.
Vega gets it over for the Gales. Renda gets it over for the Flyers. Muscatella to Yang, and Spellin spikes it home.
I mean, Spellin gets so high on that spike attempt that his chest, like his pectoral muscles, are over the top of the net. It's almost scary to watch how high he can get on some of these kill attempts.
Spellin on the serve gets it over. Jacob sets it for Prince, who floats that one too far past the back line. 19-11. The Gales leading. The referees change it up. They talk things over and give that point to Chaminade. Do you think it hit somebody on Iona, maybe?
Yeah, they say referees, that far officials say it might have tipped an Iona player. Chaminade, they'll take any point they can get in this stage, especially when you're down by 2 in a do-or-die situation.
Yang sets it for Muscatello, who gets it over. Now Carboy for Chaminade gets it over. Too tough to handle. Carboy with speed. 18-13. Now Chaminade, all of a sudden, they're right back in this set. Only trailed by 5, and they have the momentum and the serving rights. Carboy, one of their best servers, if not the best server on the Chaminade squad, with the serve opportunity. Let's see if they can go on a run here.
This is the guy, again, as you mentioned, Carboy, their best server. This is the guy that can lead them to that big hot streak.
Costa with the dig. Set by Yang. That one too low. Gets blocked. They try again. Muscatella gets it over. Now Carboy with spin gets it over and gets the kill. It's 18-14.
Yeah, Carboy, he's feeling himself right now in a perfect spot. 3 blockers from Iona Prep, and It's not powerful enough where Iona Prep can send it back as it deflects off them. And it goes, stays in bounds. It's a point for Carboy and Chaminade.
Carboy gets it over. Here's set by Yang. Muscatella gets it over and gets the kill. Iona Prep hoping that stopped Chaminade's momentum as they now have serving rights.
Yeah, that's a momentum killer right there. Chaminade was feeling themselves, looking like they were slightly cracking that door. Muscatella just shuts it right back in their face.
As that serve goes too far to the left. Skobrosi couldn't handle it. Goes too far. 19-15 serving rights right back to Chaminade. Patrick Rail will serve. Trail by 4. Rail knuckles one over. Yang sets it up. Muscatella effortlessly taps it over the net, and Carboy goes over with it. Set by Yang. Here comes Muscatella, gets blocked by Reese, and they get the kill. Reese is fired up, pumping his fist after that block. 19-16 the score in set 3.
And he has every right to do so. A great block on Muscatella. Sends it the opposite direction, and no chance for Iona Prep to return it. Chaminade down by almost 7 at one point, have brought it back to a 3-point game.
Yang sets it for Muscatella, who gets it over and right on the line, keeps it in bounds. It's 20-16 Iona Prep. Set number 3 coming down to the wire now. Will Iona Prep be able to close it and get the sweep, or does Chaminade say their season isn't over yet?
Chaminade, your backs are against the wall. The one question everyone's asking, how do you respond to adversity?
Set for O'Connor, who spikes it. Was it in? They say it was. Sneaks on the line on the left side. 20-17 Iona Prep with the 3-point lead in set number 3.
Picture perfect kill by Timmy O'Connor. His 3rd kill of the game comes at a big time. Now Chaminade down by 3 with the momentum and the serving rights.
Renda gets it over on the serve. Set up for Muscatella, gets blocked. Yang sets it up for Muscatella once more, and that one hits the net. The building is getting riled up here. Chaminade trails by 2 in set 3. It's 20-18, but they have all the momentum, and we'll see if they can keep it.
And this is where you can take that home court advantage. There are a lot more Chaminade fans in this building than Gale fans, so get hyped with the crowd. You don't want to get too hyped, though, because Iona Prep, as you say, could just shut that right back down.
Iona Prep with it right now. Yang sets it. Muscatella goes over and gets the kill. Muscatella has really dominated in this 3rd set. He now has 11 kills on the day.
11 kills.
Now 12, excuse me.
You mentioned 12 kills on the day. Now the leader in kills for either team. Iona Prep 4 points away from claiming that coveted intersectional title.
Served by Muscatella. Dug by Rail. Guido sets it for Reese, who floats one over the front blockers and gets the kill. What a play by Brady Reese. It's 21-19.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. He looked like he was going to spike it with his right and then switched hands last second to tap it over with the left. Definitely a highlight play. You can even say that's a top 10 Sports Center play right there from Brady Reese.
O'Connor with the serve for Chaminade. A let's serve. Dug by Muscatella. Spellin tries to go over. It's blocked by Reese. It's 21-20. Timeout will be called by Iona Prep.
Momentum has completely shifted. Chaminade has got the momentum. Iona Prep takes their first timeout of this game. Chaminade, they were down 9-1 at one point. Now back to a 1-point game. They have the serving rights. And their main guy, Brady Reese, he's feeling himself. He's gotten alive in this game. So it's going to be an interesting end to this 3rd set. Chaminade, as I mentioned, their backs were against the wall. How were they going to be able to respond? And they responded in Kylie, Tim O'Connor, Brady Reese, Ronald Renda, Bobby Carboy, and others have showed up big in this 3rd set. Again, you're still down by 1, so you do need to still keep that momentum alive. But as I mentioned, you have the serving rights, you have momentum. It's just now, can you execute with all the advantages on your side?
It'll be Tim O'Connor to serve. Flyers trailing by 1 in set 3. Can they tie it up with a kill here? O'Connor puts it in the air. Set by Yang. And Chaminade hits that one out. Christian Shaw tried to block it, and it flew too far to the left side of Iona's. Goes out. Iona Prep with a 22-20 lead. Costa to serve. The libero. Gets it over. Rail digs it. And Carboy gets it too far over on the set. Shaw gets it over. Yang sets it up, and Reese gets the block. After Kabuzzi attempted to go over with it, it's 22-21. Chaminade trails by 1. Now Brady Reese will serve for the Flyers.
Big time block there by Reese. Once again, he's able to block that by sending it the other way from where that spike originally came from, meaning that there's no Gale defenders in the area to try and return it. Chaminade down by 1 with their season on the line.
Reese a spinning serve. Yang sets it up, and a spike right there for Spellin.
Spellin sending a message saying, you're not coming back in this game. I'm shutting you out once and for all. Christoph Spellin, his 11th kill of the game, and Iona Prep 2 points away from claiming the Intersectional Championship.
It's David Yang to serve. We've seen him play incredible at serving so far. Prince gets it over. It gets blocked by Kabuzzi. 24-21, match point.
Chaminade on their last legs. They battle in this third set. Chaminade's going to take a timeout. Iona Prep, they can feel it. They can taste it. They can see a light at the end of the tunnel. They are 1 point away from completing the sweep against this talented Flyers squad and claiming that intersectional title. And again, we've mentioned before, it's been the Christoph Spelling show today. 11 kills on the day, second on his team, but he's really sent the message for his Gales and his teammates saying, I will take over and dominate this game. That's what he's been doing all game so far. Can't forget Al Muscatello as well. He's the leader in kills with 12. And again, the outside hitters, the upfront presence, the serving, everything has gone right for the Gales today. They've had to face some adversity in this third set. They are 1 point away from claiming the crown as the kings of varsity volleyball.
Here's the serve from Yang. Guido sets it. Carboy taps it over. Yang hits it over. Now a block, and they get it down. An interesting play, but it was ended up being blocked by Kabuzzi, and they win it. Iona Prep Gales, they're your CHSAA Intersectional Champions.
What a game by the Gales. Picture perfect volleyball from Iona Prep. They take the trip down from New Rochelle. They showed why they're the kings of the city, and now they show why they are the kings of the Catholic Volleyball League.
An incredible moment. Teams shaking hands. Great season out of both of these squads. But Iona Prep just showing that, like you said, they're the kings of Catholic League volleyball here in New York.
What a showing. Iona Prep. Again, it was guys like Muscatello, Longsworth, Spellin, Kabuzzi, Chu. Yeah, you could mention all these guys' names. Everyone contributed for this Iona Gales team. 23 wins on the year. And you got to give credit to Coach James Fitzpatrick for leading his guys to a city championship and now an intersectional championship.
So we'll take a quick break. So we're going to hand it off to our PA announcer, Thomas Gamba, as he will go through the award ceremony here. A terrific performance from Iona Prep, winning it in that tight set number 3 to complete the sweep, 25-21 in that last one. Connor Kuntz and Tommy Baldacchino sign off. Thank you to TND Sports Productions, as we'll hand it off to the PA announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have your attention. Here are the awards for the first ever CHSAA Intersectional Championship. The runner-up is Chaminade High School. Team captain, please come up to receive your award with the Chaminade Athletic Director, Mr. John Hunterman. The winner is Iona Prep. Team captains, please come up to receive your award. Will the winning team, the Iona Prep Gales, please come up and receive your individual team plaques. thank you for attending today's game on the campus of Chaminade High School. Please stay safe while exiting our campus, and please arrive home safely.